decided to go on a small journey to help out a poor girl. What they found were skeletons deboning people. And we're back with our party after the last battle, regaining a
He
bit
reached
of
in me
breath.
and he took my goddamn femur.
All right. So we're back. And there's bones. Bones everywhere.
I'm gonna
Wait.
tie two of those
Borman goes
bags
over
of
and
bones.
helps Alec back up.
Oh, thanks. See, like I said, this is why you pay for the week. Your undying loyalty is very much so appreciated, Borman.
Yeah. On a closer look, because you never really paid attention before, you can notice he has, out of his light brown fur, he has a mutton chop beard, and it seems to be graying, and what seems to be like light wrinkles over his face.
Borman, how old are you?
Only 100. Why?
Only 100, he says. You're graying, buddy. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. You seem to be more in your prime than I. But again, I appreciate the help. Just don't overdo it, all right?
After
I give him a pat on the shoulder, and I'm gonna head over to the bags of bones that have been dropped.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. He pulls out the arrow still in his shoulder.
the two of you, after you get up, realize that Mint is still hiding in the bushes.
Mint,
I'm going to sneak around, like, right behind Alex and be like, hey, you doing alright?
yeah, I'm doing fine. I might need a minute to catch my breath. Are y'all all right if we maybe take an hour, hide in the bushes a bit, and maybe rest?
Orin walks over and pulls Mint out of the bush with one hand.
Whoa, hey! Don't manhandle me.
there's so much there. Yes, you can all take a short rest if you need to. Roll hit die for health, gain whatever spells back you can get for a short rest. Matthew needs it.
All right, 4 health back, good enough. That's 5 health. And I'm gonna while we're doing, like, while we're where we are, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Are there like complete skeletons in each bag of bones?
Well, if you pour all of the bags of bones out, you'll find the complete skeletons of all of the things you saw at the carriage, but they're all just kind of haphazardly thrown into each bag.
That's fine. I'm just gonna pile 2 sets of human skeletons into one bag, if that's possible.
Yeah, you can figure that out.
And I'm gonna tie that up real tight, and I'm gonna ask Borman, do you mind carrying these for me? I'm not terribly strong.
Now, what could a human be doing with skeleton remains?
I said mind your goddamn business, all right?
Any particular reason why?
Because I can probably use them to help us later. There's a spell you see in my grandpappy's book here.
He just takes it.
Yeah, I can't exactly cast it yet, but I'm working on it. All right.
Right. So you take your rest, and I'm guessing you guys want to continue to figure out where this path leads.
Yeah.
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 Once we've taken an hour to catch our breath.
Alrighty. You continue your travel for a while, and the sun begins to set as you come across a sign of the Felden Cemetery. Anybody want to roll history?
Sure.
Okay.
That's my history.
Oh, well. I'm gonna wait for Jack.
One sec.
There's my history.
Okay.
There's mine.
So
This is why I stick to magic missile.
Mint and Gorman, you know that the Felden is a smaller diamond skin settlement to the south of Hammerclasp, a day's journey on a wagon, 2 on foot. The cemetery is very modest very modest, used for a more rural group of people. Though the town of Felden has its fair share of wealth, there's only one mausoleum which houses the family that founded Felden. An obvious look over the graves shows that 5 of them have been dug up. Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spines.
That's the only reason why he couldn't detect any of this. He's just too focused on a song.
You're now able to roam the cemetery.
I'm gonna... Borman, what do you gather of all this?
You just see him scratching his chin.
Why would the dead... I kind of point at a grave with my quarterstaff.
One of the open graves.
Yeah. And then kind of point at the bags that he's holding and say, why would the dead be trying to claim the bones of the living?
This
Are they
smells
trying
of
to do
necromancer.
They trying to do some weird ass hocus pocus from the grave kind of curse thing where if they bury another human being they can come back to life kind of shit, or is this some like weird necromancy shit? I would think
My bet's
this is
on weird necromancy shit.
Can I make an educated guess with Arcana to see if this is some weird necromancy
Matthew,
shit, Jacob?
what's your bonus to your Arcana check?
I get a +7 to Arcana.
That's what I thought you get, because that's the DC to make the Arcana check.
Is a 7?
Is a 7. There is a lot of necromancy magic in this graveyard.
Ooh, y'all, I'm getting tingly. Yeah, this is some weird necromancy shit going on. The problem is we gotta find the necromancer. Are there any notably bigger tombs or anything?
There's one mausoleum.
I
see
say
if I
we
could
start
just-
there.
Smell anything weird?
You want to do a perception check with smell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You smell a shovel coated in mud. That the name of the... Oh, wow. Did I fuck that name up? I might have. There's a name patched on the cloak named Vince Redmond. That is a red herring, I swear to God.
How did he smell a name?
Well, the name is on the cloak. He smelled the shovel.
Uh-huh.
Because it's a different, and then there's a cloak on it, and he could look at the cloak and see that it's a...
I see, okay. I was about to say he's smelling, not seeing.
Yes. And that's... This isn't meant for a smell test.
That's fine.
Jazz, you want to roll anything?
Let me look here. You know what? I'll roll a perception check just to see if I can notice anything else off.
Alrighty.
I took perception.
I don't know, you rolled a crit perception last time.
And I'll fucking do it.
You can tell, or by looking at the mausoleum, it seems too small for an entire family that lived in Felden for generations. And when you approach it to get a better look at it, there's a plaque that reads, "To the founders of Felden, we dedicate this plot of land to your family. May you rest peacefully together in your family coffin."
Interesting.
What you got, man? I say as I come hiking up next to her.
Look at the size of this mausoleum. It's not very big.
I suppose it may have been a small family.
Yeah,
I'll walk over, keeping an eye out.
You guys rolled the history check, so you guys know about the size of the family better than I do.
I didn't roll history though.
Well, no, yeah, you did at the beginning when you walked into the...
When y'all walked in, I rolled a 9. You guys rolled like an 18 and a 17, so y'all would know about the size of the family. I would think.
You know a bit better about the history of the graveyard, but then with this plaque that Mint has found, and the so.
Well,
Yeah. The plaque says it's dedicated to the family. Wouldn't this mausoleum be big enough for the whole family?
that's a very fair point. Jacob, excuse me. How many people would you say would fit inside this mausoleum?
This one in particularly, as known from the history that Minth and Borman remembered, that it would be like every generation would be here, but this one looks like for maybe one normal farm-sized family to be able to fit in.
So like 2 adults,
one,
2 kids.
More like 3 or 4 kids, 2 adults.
Why don't we have a little look-see? I'm gonna walk inside.
What about the rest
of the mausoleum? And I'm just kind of gonna look around. Probably can't see much because I'm a human and I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, and it is getting to nighttime. Do the rest of you go inside too?
Yeah, I'm just gonna poke my head in and see like
Okay.
what it kind of looks like, and I have dark vision.
What about you, John?
I'm just keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Keep a watcher back.
There's this. I'm just doing some icon movements and stuff. All right, here we are. We walk in.
Wait. Oh, I need to zoom in.
And
all right. Oh, I need to fix my health as well.
Yeah, that one. You and John will, because this is from the last. You walk in, and the mausoleum is very, modest and whatnot. Has a marble floor, of course, and mostly stone for the rest of the building, and a giant, large coffin in the middle, but nothing else around.
Does the coffin look like it has been opened at all?
It looks like it can be opened.
I'm gonna walk up to it, and I'm gonna put my hands on top of it to kind of get a better feel for any arcana.
You put your hand on it, and you immediately bring it back because you feel strong necromancy magic from underneath it.
Guys, I think we got ourselves a lich.
A lich?
Or necromancer of some kind. There's something in here, and it is way stronger in necromancy than I am. And I am not fucking with this.
I was about to say, if it was that first option, it'd be well above my pay grade.
I give you 20 gold. Arm wrestling.
Don't touch the lich.
No, this is strong shit.
Wait. What if that coffin leads to a tomb or something underground, and there's more underneath this mausoleum?
You want to touch this thing? Fine. I ain't touching it. And I'm just kind of going to cross my arms. This bad juju written all over it. I'm not touching it.
Oh no, I agree. I think this is a terrible idea. I'm just theorizing.
And I don't have anything to tell us otherwise. You know what, Jacob? What kind of coffin is this? Is this a stone coffin?
It is a stone coffin.
So Mage Hand could not lift it?
No. And it looks like it's built into the floor.
Could Mage Hand open it?
No, the lid would be too heavy. Like, you could slide it off because of how smooth it is, but a mage hand would be too weak.
Borman?
I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Roll a perception check, okay.
Just looking around, seeing anything out of place.
God, I know we need to go down there, but at the same time, like, I'm getting bad vibes.
John, you see a lot of, like, evidence of movement and footsteps walking all around the mausoleum. Even some, like, muddied, leftover prints going to the coffin.
Can I tell where they, like, end?
They end at the coffin.
I'm gonna look at Borman. Do you want to open this coffin? And if you don't, I will.
Well, first he pushes Alex back a bit.
Okay, I'll get out your way.
Jazz, you
He
might want to
looks
put your
over.
character where you want it to be.
God, there's so much necromancy, so I don't want to use necromancer spells. Fear of healing things.
Hold on. Foreman, are you going to open the coffin?
Maybe.
I
Look-
need to know, because I need to know which way you're going to open it, so I can sort of maybe hide
Well.
on the other side.
Can my character see if it can be moved?
Oh yeah, the lid of the coffin can be moved in any direction you want to move it. It will just slide that way.
So, if it's dangerous, are we all in agreement that we're going to run?
If it is above our pay grade, I think that's fair. I also see no harm in maybe testing the waters of whatever the hell is down here. I can warn y'all now. This is necromancy. This is my field of expertise. But I can tell you that both you and I have weapons that would help us with this, since we bat things. You, on the other hand, might want to stay hidden. If we're going at this, we need to go at it hard. But I don't know that the little lady will be able to, go breaking things.
I don't go breaking anything, but, Alex, you got pretty hurt last battle. Are you sure you're up for this just yet?
Ready as I'll ever be.
And I guess if it gets into a situation that we may not handle, we can always run.
I mean, I see no harm in hauling ass.
Okay, for the mausoleum, was there a door that we had to go through? Or...
Yes, there was a door you had to go through. It's basically at the bottom of this page.
It's to our side.
Yes. So John, you
So
can
about
move.
here.
You can move the coffin lid back to the right or to the left. Because I know to the left. All right, Jazz. I know you're gonna prepare yourself, step yourself somewhere to be prepared. If he's moving it to the
So
left.
He moved it this way, right?
Yep.
I'm going to move over here so I can. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna move here.
Fair enough. John, you move the coffin door partly open, and a beam of light from the sunset hits something metal inside of it, and the lid flies off the coffin as a large, creeping skeleton stands up, ready to face you. Everyone roll me initiative.
No, fuck.
Oh, balls.
You're all just like, fuck balls.
Should have kept this closed.
I got a 9.
I got a 10.
I got a 5.
I got an 8.
We all rolled below 11. Hell yeah.
Matthew,
It's top of the turn order.
you're first.
Am I in its range? I don't suppose 15 feet is in its range.
I don't suppose that either.
Just for a test, I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
For the
30.
people at home, this is a minotaur skeleton.
I need to check what the range is on the spell I wanted to use. Where are you at? You are. What is necroblast? What's
probably
the range on you?
Like
120.
yeah,
Excellent.
that's what I thought.
I'm gonna cast necroblasts
Okay,
on it,
roll to hit.
just because I want to see if necromancy actually hurts it. Does a 24 hit?
You hit.
Cool. And then it would be.
Necroblast is a homebrew cantrip that is basically Eldritch Blast, but with necrotic damage.
It also just does 1d8.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Pretty handy. 4 necrotic damage.
It seems to take a bit of damage from that.
Okay.
And that's your turn, I'm guessing.
Yep.
It's the skeleton's
Got the hell out of
turn.
dodge.
And
Got the hell out of dodge.
it takes one lumbering step out of the hole. And Jazz, you can see, as behind it, that there is a staircase leading down into a deeper chasm.
Do it.
It raises its massive great axe above you, John, and goes to take a swing. John's not enraged. How does a 23 sound?
Yeah, it hits.
Hey, everybody, be glad it's not you. 18 slashing damage.
Yeah, that's a blood splatter.
It is your turn, John.
So yeah, rage.
So yeah.
I'm gonna smack it.
Go for it. You hit.
Yay.
Yay.
14 bludgeoning.
You hit it, and it shudders violently from the hit.
Good.
If this thing had blood, it would be bleeding. Jazz, it is your turn.
I could.
Alright. I'm hiding behind the coffin
For now.
for now. What way is it facing, Jacob?
It's facing towards Borman, away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak attack up behind it, so, like, would you say here's good?
You'd probably want to be, like, right on that target.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, with the coffin there, it's kind of throwing me off.
It's fine.
Yeah, and the fact that we know that this block and this block is a hole.
I'd say,
At the
I'd say,
moment.
like, the centermost part of the coffin is a hole, but you can kind of stand on the outside on the other ones.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess I'm just gonna stab this thing with my rapier.
Alrighty. You have advantage on this roll. You hit it. Good job.
Ooh.
Ooh. Nice.
13.
13. Rogues are fun.
Level 2, everybody.
Yeah.
I really am liking Rogue.
Already. Yeah.
I feel like I will as well, but I'm just still testing the water with what I want to play.
It's your turn.
Would you say, based on my experience with necromancy and the dead, would I be able to determine if it took the full amount of damage it should have from that necroblast?
Yeah. It did.
It took the full amount
It did.
it should take?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm going to... I'm going to cast Spectral Scythe
Okay.
onto my quarterstaff,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to move here.
Okay.
It's 30 feet exactly, and it is now flanked.
Well, you're in a pit.
Oh, wait, there.
I'm like, well, you're...
As best I can flank it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Don't worry, everybody. I took Levitate.
Alrighty.
I didn't. No, I didn't. That was a lie.
I know you didn't. Go ahead and roll to attack it. I will not say you have advantage on this hit, but you...
I can't attack it.
Oh, you can't. Oh, yeah, because you move.
Yeah,
forward.
because Spectral Scythe is a full action.
It
Remember?
is angry at John, at Borman, from that smack that shuddered it. And it's going to slash at him again. It missed.
Oh, thank God.
The pieces of its bones creak and ache as it swings and slams, cracking the marble stone next to Borman. It is your turn, John.
Rah.
You missed.
Wait,
You have
wouldn't he
advantage.
yeah, he has advantage. We're
Oh,
flanking.
advantage.
Yes. You hit.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, because you and Jazz are like perfectly. Alrighty.
11.
With this mighty swing, you shatter its skull. And the bones fall into pieces on the ground. The mighty great axe sticks into the marble from its own weight. The mausoleum is still.
Okay. We need to go down now. There's really no time we can waste. I've got the scythe for all of 10 minutes. And I'm not going to let go of the scythe. I'm going to, like, one hand down the ladder.
Wait. Hold on. In all fairness, we could move the stone back over the coffin and take a rest here.
I will only give you a short rest if you want it, because you are in enemy territory.
As close as it is to getting night, and with necromancy going on here, and sure we could put the slab back over, but it would hardly slow them down. Why am I not speaking in my country accent? I really don't think this is the wisest decision. I got 10 minutes for the scythe. I'd really just like to go ahead, go down and face whatever's in there. I can't afford not to be in tip-top shape on a long rest.
Fair enough. I just put it out there. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Orman, what's your take? If I'm outnumbered here, we'll take a short rest, but I'm not.
Well, first, rage goes away, and he falls to a knee, wheezing in pain.
I hate to see a poor animal suffering. All right, we'll rest. Everybody take a load off.
All right.
I just kind of slink my bag down.
You're able to
My
take.
end spectral scythe. I'll get my spell slot back, but I'm not gonna take any health back.
You're only able to take a short rest as the energy from the necrotic magic makes you on edge the entire time. John needed that 9.
Yeah, because I'm going in there without any rages, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, if you're going in there without any rages, shit. Let me go ahead and just get some health
Matthew,
back.
shit.
2. Okay. Gotta love being a wizard.
Gotta love being a wizard. Jazz over
Spell
here
slinging.
with full HP.
I'm a spell slinging, tobacco chewing wizard.
I just realized we never decided to go buy potions or anything.
No, we did not. We're a very smart party, and we think with our noggins.
You guys are
We're a
doing
real smooth brain party.
No, you guys are doing real big brain stuff. It's just that you didn't prepare this time.
Yeah, we weren't prepared for this.
I didn't expect you to be. To be fair.
So yeah, that boosts me back up at 7 health, and it gives me back my spell slot for arcane recovery.
Jazz, how are
I
you
maybe
feeling
should
at
have
full
just
health?
not used spectral sight.
What'd you say, Jacob?
How are you feeling at full health?
Feeling great.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I'm sure you do. Alrighty. Are you guys ready to descend into the tomb?
Yeah, why not?
You descend the depth. As you descend the depths of the cold, dark tomb, you can see a light shining at the bottom of the staircase. the sounds of coins and gems can be heard being jingled around. Once you get a look at the actual tomb chamber, it is surprisingly well lit. The coffins are all placed normally in a family tomb, and across the room you can see a desk with a very well-dressed halfling counting coins and gems.
Excuse me.
The halfling, not really paying attention to the three of you, is inspecting some jewelry with an eyepiece to appraise it. He is of average height, with rich red hair, and he seems to be writing things down. When you speak to him, he looks up to you in surprise. Oh, someone got down here? You guys actually defeated the Minotaur skeleton?
God, your voice is annoying. Yes, we did.
Well, that's not nice now, is it?
Well, never claimed to be nice.
Hey, I'm not the one doing this. I'm just Mr. Blackveil's personal accountant, Garth Copperbottom.
Garth Copperbottom.
Yes, that's my name.
Name's Alex Dahl.
Nice to meet you all. I guess that Mr. Blackveil has really gotten some attention for this to happen, huh?
Well, you go stealing people's bones on a busy highway. Yeah, it attracts some attention.
Oh, goodness. You saw them. Great.
No, we didn't see them. There was actually a survivor. Came running into the city. Nobody would help her because she's not got the seal, and I show him the seal on my shoulder. But, I always help a woman in need. We gave her an ear to chew on and came on down this way, and this is what we found.
Well, I mean, you missed him. He's not here right now, and he's not going to be back for a while.
Oh, well, if that's the case, mind forking over some of that gold? I know you're an accountant, but he ain't about to live long enough to need it.
He gives you a chuckle, and he's like, oh, this specifically? This is my cut. He doesn't want any of the money. This is for me. So,
how much would you say I can detect is there on a minimum?
It's all like family jewels and gold that was buried with the owners. Like,
so if I were to try and go pawn this off, like they would
yes.
be pretty sus about it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's a nice bling you got there, but do you really ever get an opportunity to use it?
Well, lots of times actually. We go shopping a lot. He usually stays in the outskirts of towns. He's a drow, you see. Most people don't like them.
And what would you say his name was again?
Blackveil.
Blackveil. Mr. Blackveil. Does he have a first name?
Thomas. I can take you to him, actually. I know where he's at.
Would us having killed his Minotaur kind of sour our relationship with Mr. Blackveil?
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what his plan is, and if it's evil, like, who cares, right?
I mean, I kind of care a little bit. Just a little. I do like to remain a neutral party. I understand the appeal to necromancy. I kind of point at my robes, believe me. And I pat on my grandfather's spell tome. But he's done some pretty terrible things. Like, could you imagine the pain of having skeletons rip into your body and pull out your bones while you're still alive?
I don't think I could actually say I do know that pain, sir.
Pretty
But
fucked
could
up
you
amount of
imagine
pain.
it?
I mean, the worst thing I've done is probably stub my toe. Is it like
You
that?
don't live a very satisfying life, do you?
I'm an accountant. What do you think?
I'm gonna
as there's like just a massive scar over his chest.
I'm gonna kind of come back to Boardman and I'm gonna whisper, break his fucking hands on my cue. I'm gonna step back forward. And I'm just gonna be like, well, you see, it's really not pleasant. As somebody who's fallen and broken an ankle,
Whoa!
and as somebody who's been bitten by by a wolf twice his size. It's really just a horrible process.
Whoa, it's all right. Just you don't have to get so aggressive about it. I can take you to him, and you can talk to him directly about what he's going to do.
Would you say he's reasonable?
For the most part, yeah.
You know why he's doing all this?
I said something about charging a necromantic orb or something. I don't know.
Necromantic. Would you happen to know where this orb is? Does he keep it on him?
He does keep it on him.
I see. Minth, what do you think?
Oh, don't worry about the other skeletons and minotaur stuff. Those are just like guard dogs, but with less of a brain. So like, it's no damage if they're gone. He'll just make more if he has to.
I don't think he's using his powers for good reasons. A good person doesn't just attack a caravan and rip out their skeletons.
She's got a fair
Yeah, I can't say it sounds very neutral either. Orman, what's your take on all this?
Borman?
Borman?
I don't think.
You don't like it either.
I kind of would like to try something.
Oh.
Would you like to try?
Oh.
I'm gonna go up to this fellow and cast Charm.
Oh. I have to make a wisdom
For a
save.
charm person.
Don't I?
Yes.
I got a 7.
No.
You failed, and you don't get advantage if we're not fighting it.
Oh my. Miss. Oh. Goodness, has it gotten warm in here? Oof.
Borman just rolls his eyes.
I like to imagine pour some sugar on me as playing.
This has really been some trouble. We definitely could use just a little bit for our efforts.
Oh. I mean, a lot of this... I don't think you'll get anything from the gems because they have the family seal on it. I guess you can get some gold?
Fair enough.
He's like blushing heavily. You can see like his face is like beet red. You guys are able to
That seems fair enough.
probably take about 25 gold each.
Dope.
Is it 25?
Yeah. So
160 gold. Here I am.
anyway, he pulls he tugs on his collar a bit. Why don't I go take you to meet Mr. Blackveil?
Sounds great.
He gets up and he trips over his stool because of how nervous he is around Minth.
I like to imagine that like Minth has like given her arm for him to loop his hand through. He's kind of like guiding her along.
Yeah.
I'm just while he's guiding her along. I'm just kind of gonna come up to the table. Is there any more like gold left on the table?
Not really. What you got basically split up what was on the table that he had at the moment.
Okay, I was about to say because if there is, I'm just gonna toss it to Borman. Like another 2 weeks.
Another 2 weeks. So you follow him, and the charm wears off eventually, but he doesn't care. He has his arm around a beautiful woman. And I'm going to take you back to this area just as a location, and you're on the outskirts now of the town of Felden. It is deep,
My help again.
deep into the night. And you can see a silhouetted figure holding a glowing purple orb in his hand.
I'm gonna turn to Alex and be like, You think that's necromancy?
100% necromancy.
All of you know it's necromancy.
She looks at me and I just kind of give her this blank look, like, yes, yes, I do
Yeah.
believe that is necromancy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it that magic is not your forte, like at all. Please tell me it's not.
It's not.
Good. And I'm just kind of gonna explain to her, like, yes, that is a necromantic orb. Probably charging it with the souls of the dead.
He's on the outskirts of the living part of the town.
Yes, I imagine he's charging it with freshly killed people. I'm gonna try and talk our way through this. You know, necromancer to necromancer. I think we might have a little bit in common. It might be best if I start the negotiations, although I'm not the best with words. So feel free to come back me up.
Okay.
Mr. What's his name?
You say that as you go to project it, and he turns around and he looks confused, and he's just like, Garth, who are these people? Some adventurers that have a bone to pick with you.
I'm just gonna stop you right there. Name's Alex Dahl. Necromancer in training. Listen, I'm a fan of your work. Truly, it's how'd you debone those people on the road?
That pun.
Wait, my skeletons, they hurt people?
Yeah, they deboned some people on a busy highway.
They killed 3 people and took their bones out of their body.
And I'm gonna point. Well. I'm gonna point at the bag on Borman's
Oh,
back.
because you brought it.
They deboned some people, 2 horses and a smaller individual. I would assume was a halfling.
I didn't mean to. They were supposed to just dig up the graves. I can't believe what. He lowers the orb and it starts to go dimmer. As it's...
Was the command you gave them retrieve bones?
Yes, it was.
See, common mistake with necromancy. Skeletons, they're dumb. You gotta use specific commands, and I know the more of them there are, you gotta give vaguer commands. But you should have said, dig up bodies. Or dig up corpse. And they would have gone corpse robbing.
You're right. Garth walks up to him. I'm gonna make his size bigger again. And he's just like...
Very reasonable fella.
Thomas, your powers got people killed. Give me the orb. We're gonna have to turn you in. And...
Now, hold on just a second. I know I'm no law enforcer, and quite frankly, the people you killed weren't even the citizens of the capital.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think that they'd care to arrest them. You guys aren't citizens, as far as I know, and they weren't either. This would be a crime for a completely different precinct. But I know I had a hard time in the arena, and I take a look at... I've already forgotten his name. Dark Shadow?
At Blackveil.
Blackveil. I take a look at Blackveil. Does he look like he'd be like a super powerful necromancer? Does he look like he's stronger, higher level than me?
No, it just looks like a man who got his hands on a powerful artifact.
Now listen, buddy. One necromancer by force to another. I don't think you need to go to jail for this. I think the right thing to do would be to hand over that orb.
He
I
nods.
will see to it personally that it is destroyed.
He nods. I just wanted to see my wife again. I didn't mean for this to happen. And since Garth is standing next to him, he hands the orb to the nearest person.
That would be me.
Well, no, Garth is there. He hands it to Garth. And you immediately realize that He wasn't thinking. And there is a smile on this gremlin halfling's face.
Break his fucking hands, Borman.
Before Borman can even move forward, he starts laughing, and a wave of energy blasts Thomas backwards, but he's able to pull his wand out and fight it. He's... I'm not surprised, honestly. He just kind of yells out loud.
Can I back him up?
And Borman just like gives him a look like, and you handed it to him.
Considering that I'm the closest, Jacob, can I kind of back Thomas up by blasting?
You want to add
here with a magic missile?
Your force into it, like your magic force into the beam that he's colliding with.
I'd like to help him.
Yes, you do, and together you're able to hold it off for now. But you can tell that this necrotic orb is extremely powerful. And it's tearing away the man who's using it not trained in it.
Hold, Thomas, hold. Remember your wife.
I'm gonna step up and be like, now Garth, can't we talk about this? Come on, I thought we were such good friends already.
He looks at you and opens his mouth, and his eyes are glowing with the necrotic energy as he screams a shrill noise. The orb has taken him over.
Okay, nope. Yeet.
You go to do that, and you see that you go to hit him, and as you're running forward, Thomas notices something in the flow of the magic and pushes Alex away. There's a blinding light of green energy. And all of you go unconscious as a shockwave hits you.
I place Alexander Dahl in defense position.
You wake up the next morning, and there is soot marks where the two men once stood in front of you last night.
Did that count as a long rest?
No! What? It's not like you were asleep on purpose!
I mean, we were unconscious.
Oh, so we have to sleep on purpose to feel better? What?
Yeah, you do.
No? Okay.
You just hear Borman groaning and just like cracking his neck. Like,
and in between
ow.
the two ash marks, you see it. The necrotic orb, perfectly fine, laying on the ground.
I'm just gonna take this, and I'm gonna
Roll
wrap
me a
like
wisdom saving throw.
I'm wrapping some cloth around it
Okay.
to pick it up. I'm not physically touching this. I'm wrapping it up with cloth and kind of picking it up that way.
Yeah, you do that. That's the better idea. You are correct at that.
And I'm gonna look at Borman. You're strong. Dig a fucking hole.
Dig a hole and bury it.
you just see him like he was like sitting, like he was
my
sitting up, and it's
Undertaker's-
just like.
From my Undertaker's
you just see him lay
I'm
back.
gonna throw him a shovel.
I'm gonna throw him a shovel.
I'm gonna toss him a shovel for him to dig with. Dig a hole.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Oh.
We're gonna hit in the head with a shovel.
Oh,
That's 20.
Borman, laying flat on his back, shoots an arm up and catches the shovel.
And he just gives him a look of like, really?
Dig it deep.
You go.
Borman, I'll give you 2 more gold to dig this deep ass hole.
I bought you for the week. I'll gladly pay for another.
While
You
Alex,
just see him like get up and like stretch.
while Alex
It's like,
is distracted with his task, Jazz, you see a person in a cloak approaching the two of you from behind. Or the three of you from behind.
I was about to say the two. Who's missing? Oh no! I'm in the orb.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, who goes there?
They stop. Not too far away. You see a fluffy tiger tail wrapped around her waist.
tabaxi
Oh shit, that's cool.
with a bow. We've been watching you for a while now. Please come with me. Bring me here. My employer would like to meet you.
I would rather destroy this here and now.
Everything will be explained soon. The orb won't be a problem.
I'm gonna toss it in my bag, fully wrapped in cloth. That way it doesn't touch anything. I can't touch it. Just it's safe in my bag.
You can see she's also wearing a scarf with 2 blue diagonal stripes on it.
Can
Why
I
should-
roll a history check to see if I recognize
Same.
what that symbol?
Even with a history check, you do not recognize the scarf emblem.
Alright.
First, real quick, since I had started digging a hole, I just put the bag full of the bones in there.
Ugh.
No, put the bag with the bones in there.
Oh, with the bag.
You know, the one Alex made me hold.
Yeah.
I'm running over and I'm grabbing those bones. What you think you're doing, wasting perfectly good bones? gonna put it on my bag. You're gonna stuff them down into my bag to cover the orb.
I'm just gonna look at Boardman. Since we're not burying this orb, I'm not burying you.
I appreciate you, big guy, and I'm gonna slide it. I'm gonna give him 1 gold. Don't spend it all in one place now.
You
So wait, did she give me 2 gold, or?
No.
No, I gave you 1. I gave you 1 gold.
Oh, well.
You got paid.
Shovel. Found 1 shovel.
I'd like my shovel back, please. It has a sentimental value.
He puts it in his bag.
Hey, that's mine. Give it back.
You handed it to me.
You drive a hard bargain. I give him another piece of gold for the shovel.
He pushes the gold piece back.
You son of a bitch. Tucks it
How
back
about
in my
5 gold
coin
for the
purse.
shovel, Boardman?
What?
How about 5 gold for the shovel, Boardman?
No deal.
It's really insistent about that shovel.
Give it back.
you follow this tabaxi, and they have, that air of mystery that many cloaked and hooded figures do. And they walk at a pretty brisk pace. Something you'd probably expect from a ranger or a rogue. Light on their feet.
I was about to say edgy, but
No, not edgy. Not
If
edgy.
you don't mind me asking, who the hell are you?
My name is Tessa. And I have an employer very interested in you and your set of skills.
In me? Well,
Your trio.
making me blush.
Your trio, I should say.
Hear that, Borman? The cat lady fancies you.
It's not me.
I knew that irresistible mug of yours would find you love one day. Just didn't expect it to be so soon.
I'm... guess... what would you call it? Talent scout?
Talent scout. Wow.
Maybe.
For what sort of talent?
People who survive and have a certain quality about them once they exit the Colosseum.
In other words, cocky assholes who survive a
can I
death
get the feeling that
sentence.
she's a mercenary or something?
It feels like that, but you're not quite sure.
Now, I'm
If you're
not.
asking me to join another mercenary group, I'm not interested. I'm already in one.
No, not mercenaries. Everything will be explained when we get back.
Where exactly do you work again, Borman? You just said you're already in a mercenary group. I thought you were just one person freelancing work off people.
I'm part of the Grey Wardens.
The Grey Wardens. I'm gonna roll a history check to see if I know who the fuck that is. Who are the Grey Wardens? God.
John, do you think that would be enough to know who the Grey Wardens are?
Well, you certainly heard of them.
Certainly heard of them.
Hold on, I want to see. Hey,
You've both certainly heard of them. They are a fairly modest but somewhat famous mercenary group. Nobody
Full
really
of
knows.
experienced.
Yeah, for experienced veterans, nobody really knows the individual members, but they know that they'll get the job done.
I mean, well, I
Experienced,
know an individual
reliable.
member.
I mean, as a normal person wouldn't, Matthew.
I see.
Yeah.
So,
I guess most people would know them to be like experienced and reliable.
so you mean to tell me that you guys only charge 2 silver a day for y'all's level
An
of
hour.
experience? An hour?
an hour.
Well, shit, 4 gold for the whole week seems kind of like a steal.
That is actually very good prices.
While you guys
Fairly
head back,
reasonable. I like this guy.
it's going to take a couple of days for you to get it back on foot, so you will camp and take a long rest for a night. You will be fully healed.
Yes.
Matthew just like, ah!
I feel so naked without my spells. I'm missing half my health.
I think I feel.
When you guys camp, the tabaxi sits in a tree and watches in the distance.
So men, tell me a little bit more about you. We know about Borman now. He's a mercenary. What's your story?
So, necromancy, huh?
Yep, necromancer.
I love you guys.
About all the magic I can do.
Oh yeah, for that shovel, it's got like a wooden like handle to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Borman just like fiddling with it, like making some marks on it with a knife.
I like to imagine he's doing that thing that horses do, where like they put their teeth on top of something and pull,
Oh God.
and they're bored.
Ooh.
Oh no, he's fiddling with a knife on it.
But yeah, necromancy, and I pat my spell book and I pat my spell book bandolier. Grandfather was a very powerful sorcerer, and he had a son, and his son married a woman who was just a normal person, and then they had 8 children. I'm one of 8, and I'm the only one who could not naturally cast magic. So I asked my grandfather to write some notes on magic for me, and I picked up the family business the hard way. This happened to be what he was teaching, and it's the only thing that I was able to recover before I was arrested.
Sorry to hear.
Yep. Well, that's what you get for working for dwarven paladins, I guess. Fucking assholes. Zealots all over,
Borman
I
just
swear.
like gives like a raised brow.
You got gypped, my dear friend.
Yeah, well, if I'd have known his brother was a town paladin, maybe wouldn't have gone raising his dead dog.
I'm gonna ask Tessa, could you possibly give us some space for like 10 minutes?
She kind of looks over and gives you a shrug and hops a couple of trees away.
Okay. Well, I guess knowing your story and knowing that it seems like we might be traveling together for some time, it's only fair you know. And I'm going to reveal my true form.
Succubus.
Ugh! No.
Oh.
Imagine you're all around a fire. I want to move your characters around.
Gather around the campfire
And sing our campfire song!
Our CAMPFIRESONG song.
I was charged with using magic to seduce a dude, even though I didn't. And that's why my citizenship was taken away.
Now, in their defense, did they know you were a succubus?
They found out.
That's probably why. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
Yeah. Well, wish they would have listened.
Yeah. Well, the law doesn't like to listen to any side but their own.
After telling each other your stories, the night goes uneventfully, and you wake up the next morning and you head back. You follow Tessa back to Hammerclasp, and they weave and flow through the town like water. It is difficult for you to follow at the same pace, but they always seem to stay in your line of sight. You rise a few districts up until you are led to this building. It is very similar to a college in make and model, and you can even tell through a walkway that a quad spans the inside. As you explore the area, you can see many people bustling around to and fro with a sense of urgency, but all of them have something in common. A black scarf with 2 blue diagonal stripes at both ends, wrapped around in different fashions. You are taken up a few flights of stairs until you are brought to a large double door, and the amount of people has severely decreased. You're saying, Matthew?
I was gonna kind of... Can I run up ahead to Tessa right quick?
Yeah, you can, while you're in the quad.
So, what's the deal with the black and blue?
It's to show it's our identity. It's part of our employment.
I see. So all those people back there are mercenaries of sorts?
Not really mercenaries. Like I said, our leader will be able to explain it better.
Well, how would you explain it?
We protect the world from evils it does not know it has.
Would you consider what I do evil?
No, of course not. Not you in particular. But that thing you're holding, for sure.
Now, hypothetically, if I had no intention of turning this magical artifact over, how would things play out?
Well, you've seen how many there are here. We would kill you on sight.
Good to know. I'm gonna trail back to the group. Hey, man, you wouldn't happen to have a similar looking orb on you, would you?
That's funny.
Maybe so.
You want to piss off in a veritable small army.
Well, I mean, maybe it'd even the playing field if I'm using the orb.
When you get to the double doors, Tessa goes up and knocks politely. Captain, I brought the 3 you've been requesting. A female voice of dignity and charge comes through the other side. Please, come in. The doors open, and the 3 of you are shown inside, as Tessa turns to leave. There's a woman behind a desk, somewhere in her early 40s, doing 2 things at once. Turned to the side, watching the quad out the window. She's in a black uniform with blue highlights ending off with the 2 diagonal blue stripes at the bottom. She turns with a warm, welcoming smile as she motions to the 3 seats in front of her. Let me get a picture of her out.
I guess I'll go ahead and take a seat.
Hello. It's good to finally meet all of you.
Oh, hey, it's the queen that I plan to use. Okay, dope.
Yeah. She smiles and waves as Tessa, you can see her tail wrap around a corner. She's just like, thank you, Tessa. That was our best scout. She's wonderful. Well...
Very imposing.
Yeah, she can be. I bet you're wondering who I am and why we've been watching you.
Indeed, we are.
I can tell you that you are the second most beautiful woman I have ever seen.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Well, if everything goes well, I hope that you don't try to hit on your new boss. I'm the captain
Well.
of our little HQ here. The others have
Don't
come
worry.
up.
First time an employer did that.
Oh wait, what? Sorry, guys.
You just hear Boren mumble something. It's like, what was that? Nothing.
Jazz, what'd you say?
I said, don't worry, he's just a charmer.
Well, I am the captain of our little HQ here. The others have come up with a cute name, calling themselves neutralizers or something. I can explain a bit more of that if you let me see the orb.
I actually really like that name, the Neutralizers. Huh.
Hold on, I think I want to hear a little bit more about this agency before we just hand over this obviously powerful artifact.
She
I mean, I'll
nods.
be honest.
What, Matthew?
I was going to say, to be honest with you, I don't think we have much choice but to hand it over, but I sure would still like to hear.
She stands up, and gives a polite smile. Oh, of course. It's always strange to be giving demands like this without an explanation. She walks over to a wooden chest with some intricate gold and silver designs on it. This is a interesting artifact of my own design. It can take magical artifacts and remove a majority of the power of it, making them usable by the normal population. She goes over and shuffles through and finds a sword she has a few swords in an umbrella rack. This sword has, I think, light on it. She just kind of looks around at it. This is just going to be my explanation, of course. And she goes, opens the chest, and sets it in and closes it. She looks over. You can see now shelves with a bunch of glass jars full of glowing auras. And she grabs one without it and plugs it into a compartment in the side of the chest. Now, once we latch it shut, there is a light coming from the crack in the chest lid. And after it dims, she opens it up, pulls the sword out, and all of you can tell it's no longer magical.
It's just a normal sword now?
It's just a normal sword now. And she takes the glass jar out of the side, and you can see the magic aura of light in it. And she goes,
absorb the magic so you can place it onto another item.
She puts it on a shelf.
That's very interesting. I'm gonna go. Can I go inspect the shelf of magic auras?
Yes,
with
you
the
can.
Arcana?
You can inspect many.
Just kind of to see if I can feel what kind of magic you got going on here.
You are allowed to as much as you want. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Come on.
Jazz, what about you?
Hell yeah, 26.
I want to ask her, so what do you do with the magic after you take it from the items?
Either we distribute it piece by piece into other things, or we find somewhere to get rid of it completely, where it can't harm people. Depends on the object, of course.
And how much residual magic?
Yes. Many of the glass jars have to stay for days or years before they become, weak enough to be put back into populace.
And what would you do with this necromancy orb?
Borman gives a glance to the back holding it.
We'll take much of the power out of it, but it will still be usable, and you can keep the rest. Matthew, when you look at the glass jars, you can tell all kinds of magic. Enchantment, conjuration, abjuration, all kinds of things. Evocation. Every school of magic you can feel there.
Would it be wise for me to slide a hand one of these into my sleeve?
I'm going to let you answer that yourself, if that is a wise thing to do or not.
I'll make a general wisdom check to see if it's a good idea. That's all right with you?
Sure.
I feel like the answer is no, but go ahead.
You think it's a pretty dumb idea. This person is acting in kind to you, but you have a feeling they could cut you down without thinking about it.
So, quick question: what was her name again?
Oh, you
Or
can
is
just
she not said?
you can just call me the captain for now.
Now, Captain, whatever your name is, what would happen if somebody just opened one of these jars?
Well, depending on the kind of magic, it would release a power out of it that would do, depending on what it is. Necromantic energy, let's say, would probably turn you into a raisin. It's uncontained magic at that point.
I don't like raisins.
I see. You know, I've never really been a big fan myself. I think they're all right in oatmeal cookies. But I think it's probably wisest to hand this over to you. Now, before I do, you know what? Screw it. I kind of go to hand it to her.
Mm-hmm.
In the bundle of rags.
She takes
and
the bundle.
I'm just kind of gonna be like, no, I'm gonna want those rags back.
Oh, of course. She takes the rags off and holds it in her bare hands before putting it into the chest and hands you the rags back.
Oh my god, she has magic killing powers. This was a horrible match for me. Why'd I try to flirt with a chick who can kill magic?
What, Jazz?
I'm gonna look at Alex and be like, I'm very glad you didn't do anything rash.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking.
Aren't I?
She grabs
I look over at her,
the empty jars.
motioning at my spellbooks, like, what do I do?
She goes to grab one of the empty jars and plugs it into the side compartment, and you can see a bright green glow from inside the chest until it dulls into a nice, warmer glow. She pulls out the jar, and inside of it, it's bright and green, just like the necromantic energy that is inside of it. She puts it on the shelf and takes the orb down and walks over to a desk, setting it down in front of you. That's much better. I heard about what happened with this originally. So, I heard about your skills. I've seen them in action. And I was wishing to hire you as part of NHQ.
Allow me to consult my party, if you don't mind.
Any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Guys, how much do you think we should milk out of her?
What does NHQ stand for?
Neutralizer Headquarters.
Weird that she doesn't agree with the name, but they still go by that headquarters. I mean, it's weird.
It's a compromise.
And what sort of work would we be doing for you?
What sort of work? Well, as you've basically done your first job for me. You get powerful artifacts that are too powerful for normal people, bring them back, and we make them able to be used.
Now, what exactly could one do with this no longer magical orb?
No, the orb is still magic. It's just we took the majority of it out of it.
So you're telling me that if I were to wield that orb, I could still use it as a spellcasting focus?
Yes, you could.
And you took most of the magic out of it, which means it's not just a focus. Like, this thing still has some extra magic oomph in it.
A little bit, yes. I'm sure you'll discover what that is.
I mean, you said we could keep it.
Of course.
I'm kind of going to walk over and palm. Very, very shakily hand palm the orb, because I don't completely trust this neutralization bullshit.
She slightly puts a hand on yours. Not like threatening or anything, but, light. and we'll give you a bonus for hiring. A hiring bonus, I should say.
What sort of hiring bonus?
Some money, a place to stay, food. All the food's free anyway. One of our nifty scarves. She doesn't have one, it's part of her cloak. Like, the design is on her cloak.
That's badass.
And what we do here is we protect the world from powerful artifacts like these. You saw what it did firsthand.
Unfortunately, I did, but the same could technically be said about my magic tome from my grandfather. And I pat the one on my side, and I speak up and I say, these magic artifacts. As terrible and evil as they can be, work was put into them by somebody who maybe didn't intend to do harm. Hell, I mean, look at our friend who just evaporated before us. He had no intention of using that for harm. It was a simple misunderstanding and a terrible use of a command word that went a little too literal. And he died for that. But he had no intention of hurting people.
And not many.
Just like that orb had no intention of hurting people.
And not many do. You can use your grandfather's spell book. You said that out loud, right? Yeah, of course.
Yes.
But if other people can't, and you die with it, and then they have it and are unable to control it, it's not their fault that they can't control it. And it's not the person's fault for making it. It's the object itself. We take the magical items that are too powerful and give them the what's the word I'm looking for?
Cushion.
Not the cushion, but we give them the credibility for the terrible things they do, not the people wielding them.
It's almost like saying it's the item's fault.
It can be, at times. Some have a thrall that are way too powerful for many people.
For many people, yes, but there are people skilled enough to do it.
And if those objects don't cause a problem, we don't go after them.
So you only go after the objects that are causing immediate danger.
Yes, exactly.
Immediate danger, then lower priority, which is the ticking slow burners.
Yes. Of course, we can't exactly track them unless they've done something terrible, like that orb or a few of the other things we've found. But
And
Or they
how
do something
exactly
stupid, as in like blow up a village.
exactly.
how exactly do you track it, though? I mean, like, magic shit happens all the time. That's why there are colleges for wizards. That's why there are sorcerers.
You met
I
Tessa,
mean, hell,
didn't you?
sorcerers are a prime example of magic shit happening.
You met Tessa, didn't you? We have dozens of scouts around the world figuring out where these things are coming from. And then I read the reports and I see if it's enough for us to deal with.
Enough to have justification.
Exactly. And I saw
I'm
a good heart in
Okay.
you people when you accepted that job, even though it could have been a trap. Oh, I know about your conversations. Tessa was following you the entire time for that one. We wanted to make sure.
You were saying, Minta? Or Minta?
And she seems fairly reasonable. I'm sure if we don't particularly agree with something, it seems like it could be talked out.
Yeah. Vorman, I know you're a mercenary already. You know? I'm not particularly a mercenary myself. I'm kind of a free spirit. I know I've still got you until the end of the week. Where do you rest on all this? What's your thoughts?
He blinks and he just looks like, oh. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna... Ah, right. Like, he walks over and he's like, I'm taking the job.
Alright.
Alright, I guess so. What you willing to pay us, starting and for the job we've already completed?
Well, the orb for once, and each of you are going to be getting 150 gold pieces.
Amazing.
I'm gonna...
And a
Can
scarf.
Hold on.
What?
Can I make a charisma check?
You want to make
To
a
see
charisma
if I
check?
can maybe convince her to pay me a little bit little. I am, in fact, practicing necromancy everywhere I go.
Considering how much you have in charisma, I want to see you try.
All right.
Jazz. You'll get what you
Now
get.
I've raised people. All right. Now I go around raising the. All right. 150 sounds perfectly reasonable.
That was an 8 for the people at home. You also each get a scarf to wear however you want of the same design.
Can the people at home not see the
No, they can't.
chat?
Nah. I like to.
Okay.
Yeah, but so the orb you've gotten is called the Orb of Necromancy. Told Matthew about this one. It allows you to cast one necromancy spell equal to your spell casting level. So whatever slot your level is at, you can cast a necromancy spell equal to that once per day. So it's an extra spell slot for only necromancy spells. Anybody can use it, and if you aren't a spellcaster in particularly, you get to look at the multi-classing spellcaster's guide to see what kind of level spells you can cast.
Interesting.
Yep.
It's a magic item, so I'm assuming you have to attune to it.
There's a lot of items I'm going to have here. I'm not going to make people attune to most of them. And this one in particular is not.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. But you have to remember, it has one spell slot a day.
Right.
She smiles after you all sign and become part of the membership. Please, get yourself acquainted with the campus and stores nearby. I can have Tessa show you around if you would like a guide.
Now, I do have one more question for you.
Mm-hmm.
This one's just a general question. There's this really cool sorcerer that I kind of look up to as an idol. His name is Venus.
Oh, are we getting here?
Alonzo Venus.
Are we getting here already, Matthew? Is this what we're doing?
Have you heard? Do you maybe know where he might be set up? I'd like to visit his shop sometime.
Oh, of course. He is in the magical item shop nearby called Gold Star Magic Items.
Gold Star Magic Items. I know our first stop. Come on, guys.
Alrighty. Okay, I gotta send emails to people, and so I'm sending emails to give you the magic item shopping list.
Oh.
Type your email type your Gmail if you have one in the chat so that the people can't see. I know John's is that's that one. Yep. And Jazz I think is the only one that I really need to.
Know it?
Yeah, I already have it saved for John and Matthew.
Oh, okay. I was gonna type out my normal Gmail that I use now.
Oh yeah, after Bormy gets his item, he's gonna part ways.
And look for things around, like alone.
No, he's gonna go to his
Do you have a Gmail, Jazz? Or
I do not.
okay,
he's gonna go to his
can send you a
group's
link.
meetup spot,
Oh, all right.
which is coincidentally a bar as well.
Yeah.
We'll find him.
Yeah.
We'll find him.
Sure.
The sign has a shield, if you're wondering,
Oh, I see. Are you
Okay.
with a helmet. Or actually, I'll say the
holding-
tavern's name.
Yes,
It's
sure.
the Rowdy Pony.
That's
The
cute.
Rowdy Pony.
That's
I like
cute. So you guys are free around to roam. You can roam the campus. You can roam. You can go to the magic item shop.
Well, with the before we leave
Yeah.
her office, I am gonna ask her. Do y'all happen to have a place where a wizard could maybe pick up a few extra spells?
We have many wizards and spellcasters around. You could ask them.
Mighty fine of you. And I kind of walk outside and look for some other spellcasters
Okay.
before I head to Garbanzo Venus.
Matthew, you can get one spell equal to your spell slot level from any spellcasting class now.
Ooh. Okay.
As you were able to do this, so don't. I'll just tell you that right now. Keep it in mind, and then go do it later.
Okay. If that's the case,
Did you all get the email?
Oh, yeah,
Check
you
my
sent it to
phone
me twice.
Oh, Jazz, did you get it?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Junk mail, maybe?
I've not received it yet.
It doesn't look like I have.
Oh, wait, there it is. There it is.
Oh, I sent it to
20 weapon.
the first one.
Oh, I need to check my email through my which email did you send it to?
I
Game
sent
or
it to the
MD?
game.
Okay.
I guess that's the one I have saved. Yeah, I sent
Gotcha.
it to the email that you gave me, Jazz. So.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay. So
Yeah.
it is when you go, I'm guessing all of you are going to end up at the magic item shop because I know you want to look at it. And you are met by, I got to find the name. Where is he? I think he's in other characters. Yes, he is. You are met by a stout. You're met by, like, not really a stout, but like a medium build and kind of thicker, bald man with a big beard. And you walk in, he's like, "Why, hello there. You're new faces around here."
Are you the Garbanzo Venus?
"Yes, it is I, Garbanzo Venus, the pyromancer. Welcome to my
I'm
store."
your biggest fan. My name is Alexander Dahl. Perhaps you've heard of my grandfather.
Oh, yes, I have heard of that lineage. Wow, I never seen one of his people.
I'm the middle child, and I'm the only non-sorcerer of the group.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate, but it looks like you have, like, wizard garb.
Very unfortunate. However, I have busted my ass my whole life. And I've modeled myself after you as best I could. I remember being a kid and trying to cast Fireball. Oh, the times.
Every young boy's first attempt at a spell is Fireball.
Ain't it, though? Now, I'd love to browse your wares. I'm sure you've got some amazing things in here.
Mm-hmm.
What would you recommend?
What would I recommend for a man of talent such as your own? Ooh,
Yes.
Let's see what we've got. There are many things around here. You have the thing.
The catalog, yes.
Yeah, the catalog.
Haven't been. I just saw your message.
The Belt of Thorns can be quite useful, as if you get attacked, they have to make a save or take some piercing damage as a not even a reaction, just as a defense. I know you.
The yellow galoshes. I'm sorry. I just got to that part of the list.
Oh man, I love it. But there is arcane focus of concentration. That's a pretty good one. Helps you keep concentration even when you take damage. The barrier ring can be useful. Iron ring. The limited wand of healing. And when he makes eye contact with you, Jazz, you can see that he has a twinkle in his eye like he has true sight. But he looks at you and says, "Rogue," instead of what you actually are. Out of respect.
I give him a good warm smile, just like, Miss, yes.
Ah, Minth. Minth. Oh, what a lovely name. While there are many things, we have a beautiful rapier that does some extra damage to fiends and undead. He kind of walks away from that one.
I just give a little laugh.
um, there is the Dagger of Shadows. You have advantage on stealth attacks, but
Hmm.
there are many. The Elven Boots to give you extra speed. That's a +1 initiative for people outside of the universe. Armadillo armor is always an interesting one. Whenever a creature wearing this makes a dash action, they can curl up into a ball and roll the rest of the distance, imposing disadvantage from opportunity attacks.
Hmm.
I just imagine seeing Mint wearing it and then all of a sudden going to the Metroid Ball.
Yeah, exactly. The barrier ring would be fine for you too.
Now, how much are you selling this Be Good stick for?
The Be Good. Oh my god. Oh, that one is so fun. Oh, it's probably maybe 50, 75 gold. It's.
I'll take it.
Oh, 75 gold. He gives you a. When you say that, he looks at you and tells you the higher number.
All right. So it's a +1 quarterstaff.
It does +1 damage and has it's a +1 to evil or neutral creatures. So most of the things you're gonna be fighting, it'll be a +1 to. I'll tell you
Okay.
if it doesn't if you actually fight with it.
Yeah, tell me if it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it'll do
I think there's only like
D6
I think
plus
there's
1.
only one creature that is an unskippable encounter that is a good creature technically. So most of the time.
Okay.
I was really thinking about that Be Good stick, and then I realized I'm a fucking neutral character, so I'd probably just beat the shit out of myself with it.
I kind of look over at Wait, do stealth attacks not already have advantage?
A lot of times, it depends on the person.
So like for Jazz, the Dagger of Shadows, she's a rogue. She gets advantage on all stealth attacks, right?
I think normally kind of. Well, no. So a lot of stealth. So like a stealth attack would only really get advantage if it's flanked. I would say. So like if you come up to the side of it, and then you wouldn't. So this is just like any direction you have advantage with stealth attacks if you are stealth. So you could walk up to somebody while you're stealth if there's a bush in front of them and get advantage on the attack.
Okay.
Because she's coming from behind, that's the only time I've done it.
Okay, so would I have to use that dagger to get the stealth attack, or
Yes,
can I?
you'd have to use it.
Just a second.
Now I'll ask, how much for the Dagger of Shadows and for the extending rod?
The extending rod's probably about 125 gold. I think, wait, is the extending rod? Yeah, and the blade, the dagger of shadows is probably around 200.
Ooh.
Psst. Psst. Hey. Tell you what. Mint, you want to go halvesies on that dagger for you?
Mm.
I got about He charged me one. How much? He charged me 75 for the. Yeah, he charged me 75 for the Be Good stick. Forgot to subtract that. 310 minus 75. That leaves me at 235. I'm gonna be real honest with you. That extending staff looks like it might be better for me than this Be Good stick is. So I could give this Be Good stick to you. And I know you're eyeing that Dagger of Shadows.
And let's see.
Oh,
would be good for you, Matthew, in the rare category is the Claw of Nerul. Once a day, say its a word. A target 30 feet of size large or smaller has a skeletal hand emerge from the ground and grapple it.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that and the finger gun ring.
Yeah, the finger. I knew you'd like that.
The finger gun ring has 12 slots. You can use your reaction to cast one magic missile, dealing 1d4 force damage, and that's just a free
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, you'll become the true Wild West caster.
That might be what I save up for, to be honest with you. I just wish that the 1d4 would go up, but I guess since it has 12 slots, that's 12 free magic missiles
Yeah.
a day.
John, did you decide you wanted to go into the magic store and are you looking at stuff?
Yes.
Okay. John, yes!
I thought you said you went to the inn, John.
Well, I mean, he
I know,
probably
it's
went to-
afterwards.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
after the shop. I'm pretty much.
I do also want to ask, how much would you charge for this bursting shield?
For the bursting shield. Oh, interesting. I kind of thought that. Well, a lot of the shields.
I was about to ask for that.
Wait, bursting shield is the uncommon or the common one? Yeah.
Yes.
Common.
Oh, that one. Probably 175 gold.
I see. Well,
How much for the gaff book?
The gas.
Alex.
Oh, what, Jazz?
Oh, I was gonna say, Alex, I'll take you up on your offer and go in half with you.
How much exactly was the Dagger of Shadows? You said
200.
200. And how much was the extending rod?
That one was about. What did I say? I said like about 100, 125.
I'm about to be right back down to 15 gold again. Hell yeah. I'll take you up on that 100.
Alrighty.
So I'll give Jazz 100 gold so that she can get the Dagger of Shadows for herself, and I'm gonna also buy the extending rod to give me 10. Okay, so the thing about the quarterstaff, it already has a range of what exactly? Is
It's
it
a
10 feet or 5 feet?
It's normally a 5-foot range, and then it extends.
So that gives me a 15-foot attack radius
Yeah.
with the extending rod.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm about to use that more than the Be Good stick.
Immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna name this one Power Pole because that's what it is.
And the gaff hook is on a successful hit, it deals 1d8 damage and then grapples your target if it is your size or smaller. So John, you want that?
How much is it?
It's probably 150-ish.
I say that's more like 100.
You're going to try and outwit the great Venus?
I'll try and heckle.
Alrighty. Roll me charisma.
Would that be persuasion?
Be persuasion, yeah. I said 150 first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
125. I will fireball the fuck out of you.
That's true. He's being very reasonable. He is also being very honest with you. I've seen it in person.
125.
125.
Now that I think about it, John has not been paid very well for his services.
Real quick, how much was the belt of thorns?
The Belt of Thorns? I said that was probably normally 125. How much gold do you have right now, John? I might be able to sweeten the deal.
239.
239. I could sell you both for 230.
Also, Jacob, I have to ask: is the hand axe of returning a reference to the 5
Yes!
Heroes campaign? Yeah, I had a feeling it was, and I kind of
Instead of the
regret
gaff
that I'm
hook,
not
how
a
about the bursting
throwing
shield?
weapons guy.
You'll do the gaff hook and the bursting shield for 230.
No.
Oh,
Belt of Thorns and the bursting shield.
belt of thorn and the bursting shields.
Ooh, John's going full defense.
Yeah, I think I can. I can afford that. I can let you have that for 230.
He puts his hands to shake on it.
Yep, he shakes on it. What's up, Jazz?
Are you open to haggling, good sir?
A little bit, yeah.
Don't haggle too much with him. He's lying through his teeth.
He has a big grin on, and you just hear the whistle between the gaff and his front two teeth.
He is not to be fucked with.
What are you looking at, Jazz?
Oh no, I'm not going to push too hard. I'm just wondering if you'd be willing to go a little bit lower on that bursting shield.
The bursting shield. What did I say?
Oh, the one I just bought.
Oh yeah, the one John. Well,
Oh,
yeah, John just bought it.
okay.
John was
You
able to
bought
sweep. Yeah.
You did buy the dagger, right, Jess?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're all good here. I'm just
We have normal potions.
great to
too.
meet you. You have what?
We have normal potions too. Just a heads up
I
for later.
For a how much you charging for a minor healing potion?
25 gold.
25 gold. Jesus Christ, man, that's kind of a ripoff. You think you could maybe do me 15? I just bought.
I can do you 20.
Come on, man. I just bought two magic weapons from you.
I'm sorry, but discounts are not normally a thing in this time of day.
What time
we
of
have to
day
up our
are
friendship.
they?
No, like time of the year or time period is what I meant.
Big summer blowout.
Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
Is it actually summer? You never said what season it was.
It's not important. I guess I'll go 15 for a one-time offer.
Thank God, I'll take 2.
He gives you a wink.
I'll take 3 minor potions if you don't mind.
Of course.
And,
he waves his hand and they just appear on the table.
And
And
I'll go ahead and pay the whole 20 gold for that.
Aren't you sweet?
That puts me down, right?
I love that, man. How much healing is a minor healing potion?
It is, I believe that one is 2d4 plus 2.
I would say I'd be able to afford a potion, but I can't even afford that.
Well, now you have the catalog and you know what you want to save up for.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
There are a few things on this list I want
Yeah.
to save up for.
Yeah.
I want to save up for the Stone Skins helmet.
Yeah.
I want to save up for the where is it? The
No, don't get in my most recent read.
I want to get the rotation boots.
Those are cool. But yeah,
Um,
you'd have to have another person to do that with.
Yeah, and I'd give the other boot to Jazz.
Jazz, so the rotation boots allow you to switch places as a bonus action with another person wearing the other boot.
Up to
I thought
3
that.
times a day if both are willing.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that's so cool. I love that item.
Don't
And
forget
more
the
than-
wand of the Wandering Spellcaster.
yeah, I'm also eyeing that one. The finger gun ring would be nice, but I'm not gonna make that a priority. I'm gonna be prioritizing the wand of the Wandering Spellcaster. And I'm gonna be prioritizing the rotation boots. And there's not really anything in the very rare section for me anyway. You know, can alter a spell's elemental damage to any other element. Where it gains resistance to one type of elemental damage, can choose a new element during a short. I'd maybe save up for the Badge of Convergence, but there's nothing really. Other than that, there's nothing in very rare that I'd save up for.
I hope that the whole point of it is I hope that at least something in each category has caught you.
Yeah.
Your eye. Except for the legendary, because I doubt.
Yeah,
that.
except for legendary because I can't use a longsword.
It's also, and it's just like that's there to be like, look at what I have.
Yeah. Look at what I wasted 10,000 gold on. No, I'm probably going to John, you didn't get a weapon from him, did you?
He got a gaff hook. He got the gaff hook. Or no, he didn't.
You got the
No.
gaff hook.
Oh no, he changed.
No, I got the bursting shield and a belt of thorns.
Could John use a quarterstaff as a strength weapon? Or is that only a dex weapon?
John can
Yeah,
use
it's a strength weapon. Yeah, I have proficiency with all simple and martial weapons.
Hey, Borman,
Hmm.
consider this payment for the next month, and I toss him the Be Good stick. You can put this to better use than I can.
So, you guys have done some shopping.
I did do some shopping.
And I have a be good stick.
Actually, Jacob, I will change mine to have only bought one minor healing potion.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
That's fine. You're kind of in the exploration stage of the whole thing, so
Yeah.
you get a roll and stuff.
And I'm gonna go because we said it earlier. I can pick a spell, and then I'll add that to my spell book. And I've already taken into account the cost of that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Elven Breastplate of Protection.
Yeah.
Doubles the Dex mod bonus. So would that put my Dex from 3 to 6?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's elven, so it doesn't have any weight problems.
I want that.
No, it doubles the bonus to a maximum of 4. So until you're at a 4 natural mod, that will be as high. It'll be 8 and then 9 at the highest.
Okay,
Oh my god!
I want it.
I know you do. That's gonna be like the 500 item in Uncommon. Just so.
Hey Jacob,
Yeah.
can you go over to the 5e necromancy spells for me? The page that I listed that I sent you
Yeah.
on your phone?
Just give me a second. I'm just like I have a lot of pages open on my phone.
No, you're fine. I want you to look up a first level spell called Cell Decomposition. You touch a creature or object and cause its cells to rapidly age and decompose. At the end of each of your turns, the target takes 1d6 necrotic damage, and on their turn, they may roll a con saving throw to stop the cells from decomposing any further.
Okay, I dig it. Yep, I dig it. It's not too broken or anything.
Yeah, no, it just sounds really intense.
Yeah.
But it's just at the beginning of my turn. At the end of my turn, they take 1d6 unless they succeed the con save, which would be to fight against my spellcasting save. Is from what it's looking like. And it's a range of touch, so I got to be close enough to touch people. And it only lasts for it says duration 3 rounds, so it can at most do 18 damage.
Yeah. Anyway, do you guys want to explore anywhere else? The campus, the area around campus, other than the the magic store, the Gold Star magical items.
And this is when Borman leaves.
Yeah, well, when you head back to go check out the campus a bit more, the town nearby, there's Borman leaves, but there you can see a lot of the NHQ members going to a nearby tavern called the Song of Victory. It seems to be a raging good time a lot of times. It seems to be where a lot of close call people go to. Many of the NHQ go there, so everybody usually knows each other. And of course, there's the general store, an apothecary, and the magical item shop you guys just left from.
Anybody up for some networking?
Might as well if we're going to be working with these people.
I'll go into the popular looking bar. Borman, you're free to head to
Oh,
wherever.
Borman really left with a rowdy pony.
Borman, you're free to. He's gone.
Borman? Borman! Whatever. We'll find him later.
Yeah.
I've already paid him for the next month. Well, we're good.
Yeah.
You trust
good.
nothing enough on you?
I just really hope he doesn't hit me with that be good stick because he's going to be sorely disappointed.
Oh,
Jazz, where are you going? To the bar as well? Or?
yeah.
All right. You go to the bar, and there's many people of all kinds of race and ilk. And I have a few characters. You see a kobold and a human bard partying as well, with the NHQ scarves.
Does the kobold look familiar?
No, he does not. He looks completely different.
Okay, so this is definitely not my old friend Dak.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Glad to know that. I like kobolds. I'll go party with a kobold.
Alrighty. Well,
I'll go see what the human bard is up to.
okay.
Oh god, the bard and the hot rogue.
And you go to network and stuff, and I'm gonna leave that right here as you guys party and relax for the rest of the night with your newfound employment.
Cool deal.
Wondering how sure you are about this employment, but you're gonna hang on to it for a bit. Alrighty.